my name is John Burke, and today we're going to be discussing drum recording, be it for a DIY band or in a kind of home studio type situation. Well, first of all, there are 5 basic requirements when recording drums, and they are as follows.
Well, we start first, logically enough, quite simply, with the drum kit. You'd think it might want to go without saying, but I just said I'd cover all my bases. Secondly, then we have the microphones. In this particular instance, we're looking at an AKG D112 bass drum microphone, industry standard. It's a really good microphone. After that, we were using AKG C430s, small diaphragm condenser microphones for the overheads. That covers all your cymbals and whatnot. Then we go on to our snare drum, where we have our Shure SM57s, a beautiful all-rounder microphone. It can do whatever the hell you want. We go on from there to the toms, where we're using AKG D40s. Pretty basic microphones, but they do the job. They do the job. Same on the floor tom. Then we also have a D40 microphone. Once again, perfectly adequate microphone. Then we also threw an SM57 on the hi-hats just for coverage, just in case we needed to extract the hi-hats from the other cymbals later on whilst mixing and whatnot. Then, of course, after that, our third element is the USB audio interface. In our case, the Line 6 tone port UX8. Pretty handy device. It's great tones and nice connectivity. And then, of course, your fourth step is you will need a computer and recording software. In our case, we're using a MacBook, and we are also using Logic Pro 7. Quite a capable program and all that. And then, factor number 5 is a drummer. Always comes in handy in situations like this. That when you want to record drums, a drummer is always handy.
Well, now that we've gone through the basics of what's required to record the drums, why not take these bad boys for a ride and let's record ourselves a rough track. And of course, the general precedent in this case when recording drums is that they be played along with some kind of guitar track or bass track or what have you. And that's where Matthew here comes in.
How's it going?
How's it going, Matthew?
Not too bad, Jay. But there's one question, Jay. How am I supposed to play the guitar along to James without it being picked up on the drum mics?
Well, it's easy, Matthew, and here's how. Well, in order to do this, first of all, we need one of these, a guitar amp, and then we need one of these guys. It's a signal splitter which we insert in the headphone socket, which bypasses the speakers, therefore having no actual guitar noise in the room while the drums are being played. But we do have 2 signals going to headphones on either party, so everyone knows what's going on. It's quite handy, and that's how it's achieved. So yeah, everything's set up. All my levels are good. Everything's working, most importantly. So yeah, let's do this. I'm now pressing record, and we are away. Take it away, Mr. J.
Hi. But Jay, how does the sound get from my drums to your computer?
I'm glad you asked that question, Jimmy. Let's take a look at the process. Well, Jimmy, it all starts right here with this guy, the microphone. in this case Mr. SM57. He takes your sound and converts it into an analog signal, which goes from the microphone to this guy right here, the USB audio interface. And this guy right here, his job is to turn that analog signal into a digital signal in order for Mr. Computer to recognize it. So once it's in a digital signal, it's all good. It comes up here in a little waveform and it's documented.
Wow, Jay, thanks for clearing that up.
Not a bother, Jimmy. Now, let's have a beat of those drums, why don't we? Right, well there you have it. We've just recorded ourselves a drum track. Hopefully it's going to turn out nice and we'll be able to play some, guitars, bass and vocals over it and make it into a complete, fully functioning song. Thank you for, joining us today while we did that, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Thank you, and goodbye.
See ya.